Dr. Alibi here from Stuart Chiropractic. Did you know this stat? 1 in every 3 women over the age of 50 will experience a osteoporotic fracture in their lifetime. That's from thinning of the bones. 1 in 5 men will experience that. I'm sure many of us know at least one person in life who's experienced a fracture that's not from their younger days, it's as they got older. And that happens when our bones get weaker and thinner over time. And so if you're over the age of 65 and you haven't got a bone density test done, get it done so you can have a baseline. If you're under the age of 65, you may have to consider getting it done still. If you're in your 40s or 50s, to see where you're at. Maybe you have a family history. Maybe you've had a longer term use of steroid use, of corticosteroids, or there's been a history of alcoholism for you personally. Certain medications can lower your bone density as well. These are all factors to look into. And for some people, they do need medication for their bone density, but one of the best things that we can start working on is your mobility. That's one thing that we do really well as chiropractors, is getting people moving again, getting them stronger, and also doing weight-bearing exercises, getting out, going for walks, lifting heavy things, moving. Gardening counts as moving and lifting heavy things, is getting out there and doing things that put stress on your body. I want you to think about it kind of like if you're writing for long periods of time. Back in the day when we used a lot of pencils, we get a blister on our finger. That was our body's way of laying down more tissue to accommodate for the stress of that. The same thing happens when you're with your bone. It's called Wolff's Law. If you put more stress on the body, and sometimes we're scared, we put more stress on the body, it's going to break. What happens is your body is smart. It'll lay down more growth, just like the callus on the finger that develops. More bone develops over lines of stress. So just doing gentle baseline walking all the time at the same level, not challenging yourself as an example, staying at this level is not going to build more growth. You need to stress it more so that your body can start laying down more tissue, more bone, and you can get stronger that way. I really encourage you to look into this. This is something I want all of us to start thinking about. It is an epidemic. I see it in my practice every day with people who have had a fracture. All of a sudden their bone they fall, it gives out on them, and that's it, it's shattered. And that's a really scary thought, but it's not something for us to be fearful about if we can at least get a baseline to know where you're at and go from there. Okay, it's always something you can do for yourself. You guys have an amazing day.